Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel, and yeah, it's been a while since I check out some warning interviews, and this one is, I don't know if this is only Dany interview. It says it's the warning interview, but don't know. Have a New York interview with the warning, and yeah, I always enjoy warning stuff and interviews. As well, especially the interviews. Very nice to see how any insights from the tour that I've missed, or anything particular new things. So let's just go ahead and check it out.
What is up, everybody? It is Alex from Heavy New York here at Aftershock Festival 2022, and this time we are here with Dany of The Warning. Thank you for being here.
It's a pleasure to be here.
It's so awesome to have you here. You guys
Instant
are
smile.
Killing it right now. You played an awesome show. Your newest album is Error, which is absolutely incredible. For people who may have only heard the single yet, Choke, but not have heard of all of Error, is Choke maybe a good representation of what all of Error sounds like, or is there a lot more to be heard?
You know, Choke is a bit of a very sentimental song, so it goes like it's like full of agony, so it's a little bit like heavier in the sense that it's a little like slower paced, but it's just like dragging you down with that feeling. And we have a lot of fast-paced songs, so it's a little bit of everything in there. We have acoustic versions as well, and the three of us sing, so my sister Pau is on the drums, and she's a lead singer in some of the songs. So there's a little bit of everything in there. So you should totally check it out.
I wanted to ask that because every band that has multiple singers in it, do you all need to be kind of like in the same state of mind when it comes to writing the lyrics, or tracking the vocals to make the song sound consistent in a way, or is it better if you're all kind of like in your own little world when writing the music?
I think even though we do it unconsciously, we're always very connected. I don't know if it's a sister thing, but we're always thinking about each other and our parts while we play. And when we're making the melodies for the songs, we think a lot about our tone and where we can be and who's better at doing what. So I think it's a very good teamwork in that sense, where we know which one is going to execute it in a better way.
Do lyrics ever determine the outcome of the music itself, or do you all prefer to have music before any lyrics are written?
No, I think the music goes for the lyrics. Like, we really like to accentuate the feeling the song is having with the music. So lyrics tend to go first, yes.
Lyrics go first?
Yes, or the actual like concept that the song is gonna be, yeah.
I've always been the same way. It's a lot easier for me to write a song if I have the lyrics ready. Usually I have some kind of a let's say the chorus. I write the chorus, and then I that's always been like the easy part, making the chorus. But I'll always write the chorus first, I think, and then it's just it's a matter of building a story around that chorus, and that's where I struggle. If you listen to any of the songs, well, let's just say what's on my channel, my songs, and the story is sometimes. Well, it grows. The further I write the song, it grows. But it can be like the original idea changes a lot when the song becomes more ready. I don't know. It's just my thing. Or it could be the other way around. But usually, in my case, it's about how the lyrics say how the song is going to be. Like if you have sad songs and sad lyrics, sometimes I like think that it would be nice to make if you have really like sad lyrics and do like a really happy happy song and mix and vice versa and mix those things. Just some songwriting thing, and it's interesting to see always to listen how other people's write their songs, and especially how the Warning write their songs.
Are you ever worried that like you'll have the best lyrics ever and then they're always like one syllable over the whole?
Yep. It happens a lot, especially when we're writing in Spanish. We don't have that many songs in Spanish. We have only 2, but it's so much harder in that sense because, like, if you want to say a single thing, it's like 20 words. You're like, no, we have to find a better way to do it.
And you're the only, and you know, I gotta obviously do a lot more research.
Another thing popped into my mind, as I am Finnish. Always, even Finnish people, I think, people involved with music might think that like a Finnish language, it's not the best language for singing. It's so like all the vocals and all that it goes. It's not like a good thing for your ears, and when singing in English, it has like multiple purposes. The lyrics, or they might have multiple purposes if you think about it. If you try to translate it into like a Finnish, I don't know how. Well, it's always hard for me for I'm doing reaction videos, and the first time listening to a particular song, and it's kind of hard to me to concentrate for the lyrics for the first time as a Finn. Like it's always been like a problem of mine. I don't know why. I try to, like, I used to write a lot in Finnish, and made Finnish songs as well, and it kind of messed me up a bit. I don't know, but of course Spanish and English, and she's talking about the same thing, so cool.
But you're only the third band I heard like sing like in Spanish for heavy metal. Brujeria and Asesino being the other ones from Mexico. So I think that's a really unique blend. It almost seems like you're able to portray different sides of yourself, right, with different languages.
Definitely, but I think it's very important for us as Mexicans to really, we love our language, and it is a lot harder to write rock music with the language, but we like a challenge, so we love doing that as well.
100%. When it comes to writing the actual music itself, is it easier to come up with music or lyrics or anything when you're, in the company of your sister and, the whole band is together? Or isolation being such a great fuel for creativity, it's easier to come up with ideas when you're alone?
Yeah, I think it's definitely a little bit more in the isolation part, but we always come together when we're going to write the full song, so we would just like share the concept that we came up with on our own. And Pau, my middle sister, the drummer, is our main songwriter. She goes on the piano and just like comes up with a lot of cool things that she just like shows to us, and we're like, definitely. And I will just like, okay, I can imagine up a guitar at that point, and we just come together and build the whole song. But yeah, definitely on our own.
That's very impressive. And
it would be interesting at some point to hear like the demo versions of the songs. Like I reckon they are totally different, but it's just how even with the just piano and like imagine Pau playing like a joke with piano or something like that, or songs that she has written, and just get rid of all the else, just the basic elements of the songs. It's always interesting, and and the whole process, how from something so how it builds up to be the final song you hear in the album. Always interested about these things, and hopefully, actually, recently I listened to like the Finnish former Finnish rock band Him, and awesome band, by the way, but they released at some point, they released like this collection of songs which had like different kind of demo versions of the songs. And yeah, it was awesome. Similar but totally different, and as a listener, really interesting. And something similar we need with the warning as well. And I believe we will get it at some point.
It seems like you're able to get the best of both worlds with it. Yep. And is it fair to say that you take inspiration from both an internal and external source, or is there a lot of observation more and music is more of an escapism from your personal self?
You know, I love the term that music is therapy for the artists who are creating it. I feel like it's a very healthy outlet for artists to express what they've been feeling and what's inside of them through music, and help that share that, and people who identify with it kind of like make it their own. So definitely we write from a perspective of what we're feeling or what we think people around us are going through. Right now with the pandemic, there was a lot of concepts for us to use because we were all collectively going through kind of like the same thing. We've been spending so much time with ourselves because we weren't able to socialize and go out. So we like to make music from a point of view where we see what's going on in the outside world and kind of just portray it through a song. If that makes any sense?
It makes a lot of
Yes,
sense, and you
sorry.
answered that so excellently. Like,
thank you.
Excellent job.
Thank you.
Let's see how good you are at answering this question, because this is the hardest one.
Okay,
No, not yet. As a songwriter, I myself, I use like a songwriting. Like I can't write music when everything in my life is good. Another like it's like a thing to cope with all the shit. It doesn't really need to show in the lyrics, but I have many songs on my channel as well where I go through, even with the vaccinated or not thing going on. What was the song? All that going wrong in the world, but sometimes you just, if you're feeling down, not necessarily you need to write a song, but if you write down everything that's troubling you on a paper and just burn it, for example, after you have write it down, and that makes you think about it and somehow go up with all the shit going on. So yeah, it's same kind of a thing with songwriting. You can use it or make a paint or anything creative, or just use the energy to go to the gym. But I believe that you can use all the crap in your life. You can use it as a fuel to just to keep moving forward, because that's how winning is done. Guess who said that one?
I'm ready.
How do you know when a song is done?
Oh, a song is never done. You have to give up on it. You're just like,
I always get abandoned. I never heard give up.
Yes.
That's a good one, though.
yeah, you have to like give it up. It's like, it's your baby. It has gone where it has to be, and you have to let it live. You have to let it into the crowd. Have to let it evolve with each and every person that listens to it, because no one is ever going to live a song the same way. And that the same thing goes for the producer, the artists, the people who are just like in the background listening to how it's being born. So I think a song is never, ever, ever done.
100%. I couldn't agree.
Never done. And this is exactly the reason why I put out the Warning Covers YouTube site as well. Different persons doing different versions of the different song, and yeah, the plan is to gather all the cover songs in one place, and it would be interesting for, let's say, a year from now, what's happening in the Warning cover world. Just think about it, and yeah, that's the plan anyways. So if you haven't checked out the channel, you should. Warning covers. You should find it by that name, and of course subscribe to the channel and watch the videos, and more views to the beautiful people doing continuing the stories of the Warning songs. So highly recommended.
More. And when it comes to your live performances as well, is there at all a similar energy that you channel into your live presence as you do when you're songwriting, or is that just a completely separate art altogether from songwriting?
You know, it's a very separate thing, because when you're songwriting, you're just like kind of like seeing where you can take the song, and when you're playing it live, you're just like expressing the song at its full potential. You're just like making it alive. So making it alive, is that a good phrase?
Making it alive.
Making it alive.
I think
you
that's
know,
a song title. I think we might be onto something.
So we let the song live in the stage. So yeah, it's a different kind of mindset, but both are very good. I love doing both studio and the live shows.
And you kind of answered the next question I wanted to ask, because you know, it's kind of going back to both songwriting but also the live shows it could apply to. Do you think that being that art is life and you do let it live, that maybe the concept or the meaning or, you know, just the emotion behind it could evolve over time as you evolve as an artist? Or do you think that every song you make should just be a snapshot of who you are at that particular time?
Oh my God, no, it definitely evolves over time. I've heard songs that we recorded, you know, this newest album, Error, was recorded in 2020, but it came out only in July because pandemic, kind of like schedules were weird. Yeah. So up from where we recorded and what I lived through recording it has a totally different meaning to when I listen to it now and be like, wow, like it was meant to be this, but now that I listen to it, it also can mean this other thing, and now I relate to it a lot more. It's always changed. And I think people, when they listen to music, it's like I like to look at it this way. When I hear a song, it's like making a friend, and a friend never stays the same. You know, your relationship with the song totally grows over time.
Yeah.
So that's my point of view.
But when you...
Mind blown. I've been spending time with my friend recently, and I really like his thoughts on everything. And recently, we just or almost every time I go to his place. I'm going to his place after I'm done recording as well. Like we play a game of chess. I would like to visit him more as well, but yeah, the chess is the game now. And we talk while we play and listen to some music. And he has this playlist on YouTube, and like exactly what Dany says as well, like how the songs, not only the meaning of the songs changes through time, but also like when the playlist is on like a shuffle and you hear a song, it immediately takes you to that place where you first time heard the song, and it's like a time machine in a way, like you can instantly remember all the things that goes throughout the song, and I think that is awesome.
You work on something for a long period of time, does it make it a little bit more difficult to maintain the emotion that initially sparked it?
I see what you mean. Yes, a little bit. When you play the song over and over and over and over and over through the years, it's just like, I have to keep that same energy. But then you look at the people who are listening to it and then singing it at the top of their lungs, and you're like, yes, this is what we made the song for. So it just like sparks again. So I really have to thank all the people who listen to our songs for that, because it keeps us inspired and motivated to just keep giving it our all.
And most importantly, it keeps us getting more new Warning as well. We can't wait to hear more.
Yes, that's correct.
So before we go, I want to thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.
Is there just anything else with the warning that you would like to promote for the release of Error in terms of tours or new music? This will be uploaded by midnight, so if it hasn't...
At midnight.
If you have like a tour schedule for 2025, like knowing how this goes.
2025, oh my God, no, I'm trying to get through this year.
Knowing how booking works, I wouldn't be surprised if we're going into the next decade.
All right, well, we do have some shows for the rest of the year. We're headlining Monterey and San Luis Obispo here in California the next few days. Then we're going to open for Guns N' Roses in Monterrey, Mexico, our home city, so we're super excited about that. And then in November, we're heading to Canada with 3 Days Grace. So if you're in Canada and you're seeing this, go check us out. It's going to be cold, but it's going to be fun.
I'm
and
late
we're closing
with this
the year
video,
in Colombia and visiting Peru for the first time. So we're going to be like... all over the place.
You're covering
yeah.
all
Peru
over the
with the
Americas,
alpacas.
and I love it. Thank you so much. Everybody, we are here with The Warning. Be sure to pick up Error. This is Alex from Heavy New York, Aftershock 2020.
And yeah, awesome interview. One of the best interviews. I don't know. Like, not only they have matured as musicians, as persons, but the way it shows like it's not her first interview, not for a long shot. It's just how she talks. It's so natural now, not like professional like. I don't know the words, but you know what I mean compared to some of the older interviews. She is so comfortable now with the interview and the knowledge and everything what comes with their being on the tour. It's just nice to see how they grow and keep evolving all the time. Yeah, really, a nice insight. Happy to see that some songwriting stuff is quite similar to my own as well, and I don't know, I'm kind of like a sponge. I will try to learn from these interviews as well, like and get something that I can somehow look at my self or myself doing or writing a little maybe from a different angle or the same angle, and trying to make myself better as well. I don't know, kind of a similar like my English is hopefully getting better through the years, just talking with you guys in English. I don't know, but awesome interview. I believe it was Nes Khan, my man, who suggested this interview, and congrats for your marriage as well. Everyone sent your love to Nes Khan and his wife as well. I happen to know a few things as well. But yeah, anyways, thanks for watching the video, and yeah, check out the Warning covers for sure. I will, well, time is always on the essence, but every now and then I will try to search some more covers, and if you know covers that are not yet posted on the site, you can send links, but send links onto that site so I don't get mixed, like this channel gets so much messages that I don't know, maybe half of them will be lost in the chaos. But that channel is so small now that it's in a perfect order, and yeah, check out the channel. I will check out, actually there should be Aftershock interview, I believe, with the Warning, with all of the girls, and I will check that next, and you will see it later as well. So thanks for watching, and have a great day. Thanks.